What's up, YouTubers? This is AD coming back at you with Game Time Reactions. I'm on the phone with my man way out in Baltimore, G Will. G Will, say what's up to the people from Facebook.
What's going on, people?
You know what I'm saying? So, tuning in, I finally got a hold of my man. He been hard to get a hold of. And I figured I needed to get a hold and find out what's the word going on in Baltimore, considering that they came down here and pretty much stumped all over the Texans, man. They hurt the hometown boys, man. I can't believe they handled them like that, man. It's just pretty bad. So what's the word out there, man? What they saying up there in B-more, man?
Well, hopefully we gonna get this win next week against Cleveland and sew this division up and see where we land in the playoffs.
Well, y'all gonna make the playoffs. That's sold up. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, y'all got that. You know, y'all got that sold up. So what's the word in Baltimore, man? What they saying up there about the Texans, man, after big win like that?
Not too much. Basically just saying,
Same old Texans.
well, no, not really. I mean, they've always been, they were competitive last year. They sort of took a step backwards, but I think they still are competitive, and they still will be, a threat in the playoffs.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying is, you know what we always say, if you rolling into the playoffs and you're not playing well, you're going home in the first round. So, you already...
Yeah, that might be the case.
You know what I'm saying? They don't look good, man. They done lost, what, 2 out of the last 3 games. And they heading to Tennessee, who already beat them already here at home. So, I don't know, man. But, hey, you had a chance to catch a hold of some of the bowl games or some of the playoff games?
I have not seen one of them yet.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know who's left.
Well, you got Texas beat Clemson. Pretty much the first round was pretty much blowouts. I want to say each average victory win was about 18 points. So they were pretty much blowouts, and a lot of the critics and the experts, as they say, was saying that they were like blowouts. And I'm like, well, I mean, you gonna have them in college, and they were kind of, some people was complaining about, I don't think this is still a good formula. I'm like, man, y'all got to give it a couple of years. You got to give it a couple of years. I mean, this year just so happened that you're going to have blowouts. That's how it is in college. You're going to have blowouts. But every game was pretty much a blowout. Pretty much. So.
Well, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with the format. I think it's beautiful.
Huh?
I don't see anything wrong with the format. I think it gives more teams an opportunity.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it either. I think people need to give it a couple of years. They've been wanting a big pool of playing, and then here it is. They finally got a 12. Took them 7 years. They finally got 12 teams to play in the playoffs, and I think they need to give it a couple of years. I'm pretty sure they'll end up adding probably 4 more teams eventually, making it a 16 thing. But as of right now, I like the format. You got the conference winners getting the buys. I think that's legit. And then you have the dudes that's, the top 12. You go from there, from 5 to 12, they in the mix. That's how I feel about it. So I think it's good. Hopefully the matchup is going to be better this round coming up. You got Texas playing Arizona State. I don't know who Ohio State is playing because I got to go in and look. I'm a little outdated myself. I know Notre Dame is playing. I think Notre Dame is playing Penn State. think they're playing Penn State. So, no, Penn State is playing Boise State. That's what's going on. Penn State is playing Boise State. So, I'm a little, I'm not all up to date on who playing who, but I know that this weekend is supposed to be big time. It's all systems go. So, also, I know that me and you hadn't talked in a while. What you think about Belichick down there in North Carolina? Taking the North Carolina job.
Sort of a wait and see. Because, I am not really having any college football coaching experience.
Well, actually, he has. Remember, he started out down there. He started out on the collegiate level. Most of these coaches have. So, I mean, he hadn't been down and he hadn't coached in, 30, 40 years in college? So, and the college game has changed. The whole thing has changed now. It's more, I think he's going to be okay because most of these colleges are now being ran like a professional franchise now because of the NIL.
Yeah, but it's a difference in coaching grown man and coaching college.
Well, that's true. I mean, now he gotta go out and recruit these guys now. It's not like he's the head coach and the players come in and they're coming into him. Into his, I mean, he still has to set the culture, but now he has to go and sit down and go into these players' homes, these student athletes' homes, and meet their parents and everything like that. So not only are you selling the kid, but you got to sell the parents as well. And like I've said before, some of these parents are looking not only for, they're looking for, to groom their son to be men, but some of these parents are looking for the money, just like the players are. So this is a whole new ball game now where, these coaches have to worry about the players getting paid now. So that's why I say, and Belichick has experience with that, maybe not on the college degree of it, but he has an experience of how, money is involved, and that's going to definitely play a big part in these players' decisions to come to North Carolina. So, what else did I see that interests me? Did you hear about Michael Vick taking the coaching job at Norfolk State?
I've seen a little piece on it. I didn't really look into it, but I did see it.
Right.
Man.
I mean, he gets to coach, the HBCU in his home state, so he gets to stay. He's back home coaching. So, what do you think? Do you think he's gonna turn that program around, or what you think is gonna take him? I mean, of course, it's gonna take him a couple of years because he's gonna have to get the culture down in there, of course, and the players that he want in there.
Right.
So I thought that was, I thought that was interesting that he decided he wanted to coach. I was looking at him maybe being a position coach for a franchise before going to college, but
Well, sometimes you gotta jump right in there to get your feet wet.
Yeah, you do. And especially if a college is coming to you and they want to pay you quite a few million, if they have that. That's if they had that, because that college is not on the big boy playing field. That's more of a like a Division II type of thing. So.
Right.
Well.
It's gonna take a few years though, like you said, to turn it around.
Right. Well, YouTubers, that's all I have for y'all today. I figure, hey, I get my man on here. I hadn't heard from him in a while. We used to chop it up back in the day. This is what we used to do when we used to work together, talk sports. And it's fitting that we're on it, that I had this platform and I got my man on here, G Will, to chop it up with me. So I'll be back with y'all with a new segment. I appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe, and comment down below. I appreciate it. Thank you. Till next time, I'll catch you later. This is AD and my man G Will signing off. We'll holler at you. Have to say have to face it. I have to come to a realization that my boys, they're officially done for the year. They got eliminated from the playoffs a few weeks ago. So, like I said, I guess it's true what they say about the Super Bowl hangover. This team, I have to say, the theme for this team this year has to be injuries. I think injuries were a major part of the downfall of this team. I think management did not do a good job of adding depth to this team in case of injuries. We went all in on a lot of players and paid a lot more money. We were forced to make, I'm going to put quotations, we were forced to pay the money because of the market, the demand of the market on the wide eye with Brandon Ayuk. Not paying Trent Williams and not having Brandon Ayuk in the training camp played a major part of what we wanted to do this year. I think Shanahan, coaching-wise, did not do a good job as a coach. Kind of lost the team a little bit. It's sad, you know. As they say, the Super Bowl hangover is real. Not only injuries, but this team dealt with a lot of off-the-field situations. 2 players losing their child. You had your first-round draft pick, Ricky, getting shot in the off-season on attempted robbery from him. So, I mean, like I say, totally depletion on this team. I think the morale was down this year as well. Don't know what to expect from Christian McCaffrey. I don't know if he's going to be able to come back and be the player he was in 2023, which he was also being named the Offensive Player of the Year. I don't know. I think another. I think more injuries, lower injuries on his legs. I think getting up in age as a running back, as they say, getting close to 30. So I don't know if this dude is gonna come back and be the player that we as Niner fans wish he will be. I think he might lose a step. So with that being said, I think it's on Shanahan and John Lynch to be able to bring in running backs or some kind of running back to help offset the load for Christian. So again, feeling a little down about it, but it's okay. We'll be back next year. I feel that we should have a very decent high pick in the upcoming draft. In my opinion, I think we should look at offensive line more than anything. I do think we need some skill players. We need another wide out. We might as well start moving on from Deebo Samuel. It's time. He's done. I must say, as I always say, in my favorite word, he's a bum. It's time. It's time to move on. Paying this dude too much money to do the things that he's doing, not coming through in the clutch. It's time to move on. That's what I say. I think we should go ahead and lose these last 2 games. Matter of fact, is it last 2 games? Yeah, last 2 games. I think we should go ahead and lose these last 2 games, get in the top pick, get in the top 10 pick in the draft. So, again, not happy about the results of the team, but it is part of the game. Injuries is part of the game. But again, it still doesn't stop me from being a fan. I still root for them. I still love them. I still bleed red and gold, no matter what. Bang, bang, Niner game, baby. Always, forever. You know, faithful to the Bay. You know what I mean? But again, Super Bowl hangover is real. It's real, real, real. You know, I must say. So, again, this is AD, Game Time Reactions, signing off. Again, subscribe, like, and comment below. If you have any comments, feel free. I don't mind taking questions. Y'all can come in. Y'all can go hard on me. It's all good. I still love my boys, but I'd rather be a Niner fan than a Cowboy fan any day. And that includes the Saints as well. Any day. Those two teams were done months ago. Like 3 months ago, you know. But anyway.
Leave my Saints out of it.
Anyway, like I said, still faithful to the Bay. I bleed red and gold. So, we'll be back next year.
They on the couch.
One. What's up, YouTube family? I'm back again. This is AD with Game Time Reactions. My topic for today is the NBA views declining? I must say, in the beginning of the season, in the beginning of the season, I would have to say viewership was down. But considering yesterday was Christmas, and their viewership was up against the NFL, I have to say, and I have done my research and found out that the 5-game Christmas lineup that the NBA had this year, yesterday was the most watched in the last 5 years, which brought their viewership up to, like, I think each game was like 5.25 million. So with that being said, the NFL, with the 2 games they had playing on Christmas Day, had 24 million viewers per game. Now I will say this, all 5 games on Christmas for the NBA were very close. They had very close outcomes. So I think that's what brought up the viewership. Now, considering that the NFL, both games were blowouts, they still had more viewership over the NBA. And what I found and I observed and a peep game on how the NBA put their face, or they top, as I would say, their top faces of the NBA, which was LeBron and Steph Curry, up against the NFL's young superstars in Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. And then you had LeBron mentioning in an interview that the NBA is still theirs on Christmas Day. I'm going to have to say, LeBron, I'm going to have to totally disagree with you on this one. I think the NFL is becoming the Grinch, and they're starting to steal Christmas from y'all, whether you believe it or not. And this is not the first year that the NFL has had Christmas games. So they've been stealing your views for a couple of years now, LeBron. And I must say, they have stole Christmas from the NBA. The NBA is not king anymore on Christmas. So, LeBron, for you to even mention that in your interview lets me know that the commissioner and them had to say something to you or have come to you about these views, and they're having these big games. They keep putting y'all on these big games on Christmas Day. I'm back, my bad. Lost lost connection there. With that being said, my Rockets is still taking care of business. Second in the West right now with the best record in the West, only behind OKC. Big game tomorrow. They play Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, Ant-Man is coming to town, so this is a big game to see where we at. But again, I'm going to have to say again, LeBron, the NFL is the Grinch, and they're stealing Christmas from y'all. I must say, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The NFL rules, man. Whether you like it or not, it's big time. YouTube family, again, this is Adrian. Till next time, you know what you can do. Like, subscribe, comment down below. And I always say, come get it. You can come get it.